story that watches you fall asleep, the quiet that notices it begins very softly. Not with a sound, not with a movement, but with a feeling, the kind of feeling you don't notice at first. Because it feels like nothing at all. You are lying in bed. The room is calm, the air is still, everything feels exactly as it should. Your breathing is slow, steady, in and out, and for a while nothing happens. The quiet stays quiet. The darkness behind your eyes stays the same. The world continues. Without asking anything from you. But then very gently, something changes, not around you, not in the room, but in the quiet itself. It becomes aware. Not in a way that feels strange, not in a way that feels unsafe, just aware. Like the moment you realize you are falling asleep, that soft awareness that you didn't create, but somehow feel. The quiet notices you, not watching, not thinking, just noticing. And the strange thing is, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. It feels calm, like being understood. Without needing to explain anything. Your breathing continues in and out, in and out. The room feels softer now. The edges of things blur slightly. The ceiling feels farther away, the space around you just a little larger. And still everything remains peaceful. The quiet doesn't move, it doesn't come closer, but it feels closer, like it's always been there. And you're only just noticing it now. Your thoughts begin to slow. One starts, but fades before it finishes. Another appears but drifts away just as gently. Until even thinking feels unnecessary. And within that stillness, you begin to notice something else. The quiet is not empty, it has a rhythm, very faint, very slow, like something breathing, not you, but something that moves with you, in and out, and without realizing it, your breathing begins to match it perfectly. As if you were never separate from it at all. The feeling deepens, your body grows heavier but more relaxed. The bed feels softer, the blanket warmer, and the quiet more present. And then, very gently, you understand something. This isn't just a story. Something that stays while you fall asleep, not following you, not leading you, just there, like a calm presence that doesn't need to move because it never leaves. Your eyes feel heavier now, your breathing slower, your thoughts quieter, and the quiet remains unchanged, endless, soft, watching, but not watching there, but not needing to be seen. And as you drift deeper, you realize something else. The story isn't continuing, it's waiting for you to fall asleep. The presence that stays still, the quiet remains unchanged, soft, endless. It doesn't move, it doesn't come closer, and yet it feels closer. Your breathing slows, matching that same gentle rhythm, in and out, in and out. The room fades slightly, not disappearing, just becoming less important. The bed beneath you feels softer, like it's no longer holding you, but resting with you. And the quiet remains, still noticing, still present, but never demanding by the quiet that does leave even after everything has faded. The quiet remains, not stronger, not weaker, exactly the same. It doesn't follow time, it doesn't change, it simply stays. Your breathing continues somewhere soft, distant, in and out, but it no longer feels like something you are doing. It feels like something that is happening within the quiet itself. You are no longer separate from it, you are resting inside it, or perhaps it is resting inside you. There is no need to understand which, because it makes no difference here. The space that holds the story, there is no story now, no words, no images, and yet something remains, a sense that something is still there, not telling, not showing, just existing, like a story that doesn't need to be heard to be real. It surrounds everything softly, completely, without effort. The gentle return of almost nothing, and somewhere within the stillness, something almost begins again, not clearly, not fully, just a trace. A soft suggestion of the beginning, the quiet room, the calm night. The feeling of being there, but it doesn't stay, it fades before it forms, like a dream you never fully enter. And that is what keeps it peaceful, because nothing pulls you back, nothing asks you to wake. The breath that becomes the night, the rhythm continues, so softly now, in and out, until it no longer feels like breathing. It feels like the night itself, slow, endless, unchanging. The breath is no longer yours, it belongs to everything, and everything moves with it, or perhaps nothing moves at all. Stillness beyond the story now, even the idea of the story fades, not ending, not disappearing, just no longer needed. There is nothing left to follow, nothing left to hear, nothing left to become, only rest, deep, soft, endless rest, and within that rest the quiet remains unchanged, always there. The endless calm that stays there is no beginning now, no middle, no end, only a calm that continues without continuing, a stillness that exists without effort, a night that never moves forward and never needs to. Your breathing is almost gone now, not because it stops, but because it no longer needs to be noticed. The story that no longer speaks the story is still here, but it no longer uses words. It no longer shows images. It no longer needs to guide you, because you are already where it was leading, resting, sleeping, drifting beyond everything. And the story simply stays quiet, endless, unseen. Crescent Moon Part 18. The final gentle loop hand somewhere, softly, everything begins again. Not as a restart, but as a continuation that never stopped. The quiet room, the still air, the slow breathing, all returning as a feeling, not a place. Just tell me, never interrupting, just there. And as your thoughts slow even more, something begins to happen, not outside, inside the quiet, a shift, so small you almost miss it. The feeling of being alone begins to fade, not replaced, just softened. Because the quiet is not empty, it never was. It simply didn't need to show itself, until now. The story that waits, the stillness deepens. Your breathing grows slower, heavier, calmer, in and out, and within that rhythm, you're the presence that stays still. The quiet remains unchanged, soft, endless. It doesn't move, it doesn't come closer, and yet it feels closer. Your breathing slows, matching that same gentle rhythm, in and out, in and out. The room fades slightly, not disappearing, just becoming less important. The bed beneath you feels softer, like it's no longer holding you, but resting with you. And the quiet remains, still noticing, still present. But never demanding, never interrupting, just there. And as your thoughts slow even more, something begins to happen, not outside, inside the quiet, a shift, so small you almost miss it. The feeling of being alone begins to fade, not replaced, just soften. Because the quiet is not empty, it never was. It simply didn't need to show itself, until now. The story that waits, the stillness deepens. Your breathing grows slower, heavier, calmer, in and out, and within that rhythm, you begin to feel something else. A pause, not between breaths, but between moments. A space where nothing happens, and yet everything rests. The story hasn't moved forward, it hasn't changed. And that's when you understand something strange. It isn't meant to. This story doesn't go anywhere. It stays, waiting while you drift deeper, letting you fade while it remains. The feeling that knows you're drifting, the quiet feels different now, not louder, not clearer, just aware. As your body relaxes further, it responds, not by changing, but by matching you. The slower you breathe, the softer it becomes. The deeper you rest, the calmer it feels, like it knows exactly where you are without needing to follow you. Your thoughts are almost gone now. Only small fragments appear, then dissolve. Nothing stays long enough to matter, and that is what makes it peaceful, because nothing needs to be held. The space between sleep and story, now you are no longer fully here, but not fully asleep, somewhere in between. And this is where the story stays the most, not at the beginning, not at the end, but here, in the space, where you are drifting. The quiet becomes softer still. Your breathing barely noticeable, in and out, in and out. The room is almost gone now, not disappeared, just forgot. And the story remains the only thing that feels steady, even as everything else fades. The watching that is watching, there is no movement, no sound, no change. And yet the feeling remains that something is still there, not looking, not thinking, just present. And the strange thing is, it feels comforting, like a quiet night that never ends, like something that stays. So you don't have to. Your breathing slows again, in and out, and now even that begins to fade. The deep quiets, everything softens, everything slows, everything settles. There are no thoughts now, no images, no sense of where you are, only rest, deep, gentle, complete rest. The quiet remains unchanged, endless. The drift that never stops. There is no beginning here, no ending, only a slow, endless drifting, not moving anywhere, not changing, just continuing. Your breathing is no longer yours, it simply happens. In and out, and the story is still there. But it no longer needs words. The return that feels the same somewhere far away. There is a faint sense of the beginning again, the quiet room, the still air, the soft breathing. But it never fully forms, it remains a feeling, a soft loop. A gentle return, the story that stays while you sleep. And now, there is nothing left to follow, no next part, no next moment. Only sleep, deep, endless, peaceful sleep. The story remains, not moving, not ending, just staying. Watching but not watching there while you sleep. The calm that doesn't change, nothing moves now, not the quiet, not the feeling, not even the sense of time. Everything remains exactly as it is. Soft, still, endless. Your breathing continues somewhere far away, in and out, but it no longer feels connected to anything, it simply exists. And that is enough. The calm does not deepen anymore, because it has already reached its quietest point. There is nowhere further to go, and nowhere to return. Only this, only rest. The space that has no edges. There is no boundary here, no walls, no sky, no distance. Everything stretches endlessly without needing to stretch at all. There is no direction, no up, no down, no near, no far, only a presence that feels like everything at once. And within it, nothing is separate, not the quiet, not the breath, not even you. The almost forgotten beginning somewhere very softly. There is a trace, a memory that doesn't fully form, a room, a bed, a peaceful night. The very beginning of this story. But it feels distant now, not lost, just no longer needed. It fades before it can return, leaving only the calm, the gentle continuation. The quiet continues, without change, without effort. It does not repeat. It does not move forward, it simply stays. And because it stays, everything can rest. Nothing needs to happen, nothing needs to be understood. Everything is already complete. The breath that disappears into silence, the rhythm softens again, in and out, until it blends completely into the stillness. No longer separate, no longer noticed, just part of everything, like a wave returning to the ocean and becoming still water. The quiet that holds sleep is no longer something you enter. It is something that holds you gently, completely, without effort. There is no awareness of drifting anymore, no sense of letting go, because everything has already been released, and what remains is peaceful. The endless soft night. This night does not end. Not because it continues, but because it never needed to move. It simply exists, soft, calm, unchanging, and within it everything rests, forever, gently, without disturbance, without interruption, without anything at all. The calm that never moves. There is no change now, no shift, no movement, only a calm that remains exactly the same, not still because it stopped, but still because it never needed to move. Your breathing is distant now, so soft it feels like part of something else, in and out. Quiet does not respond anymore. It does not need to. Everything is already aligned. Everything is already at rest. The space without time. There is no sense of time here. No seconds passing, no moments changing. Nothing moves forward, nothing falls behind. Everything exists in one endless, gentle now. And within that now, nothing is missing, nothing is waiting. Everything simply is. The last trace of awareness somewhere very softly. There is the smallest trace of awareness, not enough to think, not enough to feel. Just enough to notice that nothing needs to be noticed. And then even that fades, like a final ripple settling into still water. The quiet that holds everything. The calm is complete now, nothing outside it, nothing beyond it. Everything rests inside this quiet, softly, fully, without effort. There is no separation, no distance, only one endless stillness holding everything. The story that remains without words. The story is still here, but it has no words, no images, no movement. It exists as a feeling. A calm presence that never leaves. It does not guide, it does not follow, it simply stays. And because it stays, you can rest completely. The gentle loop without beginning and somewhere without forming, without starting. There is a sense of everything beginning again, not as a restart, but as something that never ended. The quiet room, the still air, the soft breathing, all returning as a feeling, not a place, and then fading again, like a loop with no edges. The endless rest now. There is nothing left. No thought, no feeling. No awareness, only rest, deep, endless, unchanging rest. The quiet remains soft, still, forever gentle. The quiet that feels like nothing. There is no change, no shift, no movement, only a quiet so deep it almost feels like nothing at all. But it is not empty, it is full of calm, of rest, of stillness that does not need to move. Your breathing is no longer separate, it is part of everything, in and out, so soft now. It blends into the silence. The space that does not end. There are no edges here. No beginning, no ending, nothing starts, nothing finishes. Everything simply remains, endless, unchanging, steady. There is no direction, no sense of forward, no sense of back, only a presence that holds everything equally. The last fading trace somewhere very faintly. There is the smallest trace of something that once was, a room, a bed, a quiet night, the beginning of the story. But it is too soft to return, too distant to form, and it fades before it can be noticed, leaving only the calm. The breath that is no longer heard. The rhythm continues, but it is no longer heard. In and out, in and out. It does not belong to anything. It does not belong to you. It simply is, like the quiet, like the stillness, like everything here. The calm that holds sleep forever. Sleep is no longer something happening. It is something that remains gently, endlessly, without change. There is no drifting now, no falling deeper. Because there is no deeper to go, everything has already settled. The story without a story. There are no words here, no meaning, no direction. The story has dissolved completely, and yet it still exists as a feeling, a quiet presence that stays without needing to stay. The endless gentle night. This night does not move, it does not change, it does not end. It simply remains soft, still, calm, and within it everything rests forever gently. The rest that continues without end. There is nothing more, nothing less, nothing different, only rest, deep, endless, unchanging rest. The quiet remains soft, still, always there. The quiet that never needed to begin. There was never a beginning. It only felt like one. A room, a bed, a peaceful night. But all of that has faded now. And what remains is what was always there, the quiet, unmoving, unchanging, endless. Your breathing exists somewhere within it, in and out, but even that feels distant now, like something remembered but no longer needed. The space that holds nothing and everything. There is no form here, no shape, no light, no darkness, only a presence that feels like everything at once, and nothing at all. There is nothing to see, nothing to notice, nothing to follow, and that is what makes it peaceful, because nothing asks anything from you. The last soft awareness somewhere very faintly. There is a trace of awareness, not enough to think, not enough to understand, just enough to feel that everything is already complete. And then it fades, without resistance, without effort, like a final breath settling into stillness. The calm that doesn't change, nothing changes here. Not slowly, not at all, everything remains exactly as it is. Soft, still, unmoving. The quiet does not deepen, because it has already reached its quietest point. There is nowhere else to go. The endless, gentle presence. The story remains, but not as words, not as images, only as a presence, something that stays without moving, without speaking, without needing to be understood. And because it stays, you remain at rest fully, completely. The loop that never starts somewhere without forming. There is the faintest sense of everything beginning again, the quiet room, the soft breathing, the still night. But it never becomes real, it stays as a feeling, a soft echo. A loop with no edges, the breath that becomes stillness. The rhythm continues in and out, but it no longer feels like breathing. It feels like stillness itself, slow, endless, unchanging. The rest that holds everything. There is nothing outside this rest, nothing beyond it. Everything exists within it, softly, quietly, completely. There is no separation, no distance, no difference, only one endless calm. The night that never moves. The night remains, not passing, not changing, not ending. It simply exists, soft, still, gentle, and within it everything rests. The endless sleep. There is nothing left now, no story, no thought, no awareness, only sleep, deep, endless, peaceful sleep. The quiet remains unchanged, forever. The quiet that has no direction. There is no movement, no change, no shift, only stillness that does not need to be still, it simply is. Your breathing continues somewhere far away, in and out, but even that feels like part of the quiet now, not separate, not important, just happening. The space that does not notice time. There is no time here, not even the idea of time. Nothing passes, nothing arrives, everything remains in one soft, endless moment. A moment that does not end because it never began. The soft dissolving of awareness. Something once felt present, a sense of being here, of experiencing, of resting.